Hello everyone and welcome to another Timeless video. So today we're going to be taking a look at Eldrazi ramp deck in Timeless format. So I played a similar deck to this last time. This one's a little bit different. This comes from Greenwire. Greenwire has had a lot of success with this deck and has decided to share it with me. So compared to the last Eldrazi ramp deck that I played, this one is playing Kozilek's Command. Casting Kozilek's Command in this deck is going to be slightly difficult, but we have 2 copies of Snow-Covered Waste, which you can Flare Up Cultivation into, and we also play some Prismatic Vista as well, which can also fetch Snow-Covered Waste as well. We're taking advantage of the fact that Flare Up Cultivation and Prismatic Vista can grab Snow-Covered Waste, because Kozilek's Command is insane in this deck, because it lets you ramp really quick. So for example, on turn 1, you play either the Arboreal Grazer or the Kami of Bamboo Groves. Let's say you put a Ugin's Labyrinth down on the battlefield and exile either the Cityscape Leveler or the Emrakul that's in your hand. Now there's 3 mana on the battlefield. If you cast Flare Up Cultivation, you're gonna get extra 1 land onto the battlefield, and next turn comes in, you already have 5 mana, which is quite absurd if you ask me. So now you can, on turn 2, either go Karn or the One Ring. If you go Karn, you can even play a 1-mana artifact from the sideboard on the same turn, which is kind of insane. But you could also play Kozilek's Command here for 3, and the following turn, since now you have 8 mana, without even playing the next land, you can straight up play a Cityscape Leveler from your hand. Another cool thing about this deck is that it's playing Malevolent Rumble. So this is another card that we played in my last video. What's cool about this card is not only does this ramp, but it also puts cards into the graveyard, which is going to help 6 retrace back some permanents. Or you can even mill something like a Cityscape Leveler, for instance, to the graveyard, and you have a Shifting Woodland on the battlefield already. You could copy that Cityscape Leveler now and attack and destroy 1 permanent from the battlefield. And lastly, we have 4 copies of Emrakul, the Promised End. This deck plays 7 different types that can reduce the cost of this card, bringing it all the way down to 6 mana. Having said that, I'm going to be hopping over to some Timeless BO3 to show you guys how the deck does. So let's hop on over. Yikes. The fact that Kami is coming out turn 2 is kind of bad. I've been playing this, I've been playtesting this deck, and this is something that I noticed a lot, is the fact that this deck has a bit of an issue. Getting green source on turn 1 that comes in untapped. So I went ahead and actually added more forest, so the deck actually has 10 copies of green source now that comes in untapped. I think opponent's trying to Blood Moon me or something. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab some forest. Otherwise, I would have just slammed down my 1 ring there. Yep, like I said. Wait, this deck doesn't play a 6-mana Titan? The Worm? Oh, that is... Okay, I need to add that.
Until you have lived as my grief fuels my...
Yeah, that doesn't seem right. I'll grab a Sky Sovereign, because we don't have the Worm. Worm Coil Engine. That's the card.
My purpose is greater than myself.
And I'll probably grab a Sundering Titan. I'm just playing out like a bunch of creatures here. That's a crew 3. The Kozilek's command is dead. Another Emmy. I think I'm just looking for lands. Yeah, I'm just looking for lands here. Good thing Blood Moon like doesn't matter against us. I'll probably just play Sundering Titan. Yeah. And I'm gonna crew this. Wow, they play Unholy Heat main deck. I didn't think they would. So they got me there. I did not think they would. Play the Emrakul. Okay, opponent just gave up. Just go again. Oh my god. Imagine if this was a forest. Even with the 10 untapped forests, like, we keep getting hands like these. Hmm. Guess the turn 1 Kozilek, turn 2 Kozilek, not that bad. Spikefield Hazard is such an interesting choice, you know? Roiling Vortex. What does that stop? Flare of Cultivation? Let's do that. It'll be harder to use the One Ring, though. They have no playable card. Is this like a burn deck? Okay, they're out. They're out. Turn 1, tuck the Emrakul. Turn 2, if we draw a land, we can, like, if we draw a green land, we can go Kami channel. Okay.
I am Khan. I will rid you of your corruption.
Land me. Land me. Untap land.
Your efforts are futile.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
Oh, say hello to my little friend.
That is so broken.
Please stop.
Okay. Funny interaction. Emrakul. Seems like they have another Felia.
Allow me to introduce you to a friend of mine.
Attack or sit back. I think we sit back because they have another Felia. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 mana next turn. If we bounce our Cityscape Leveler here. Hey, we ramp. Oh, a Ganjo. Containment Priest. It's a neat trick they did.
Some solutions must be built.
Ranger Capnavios. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, I guess we can just get back Sky Sovereign again. If they have another Felia, I guess getting rid of a Containment Priest is better.
Awaken.
And we sit back. That's what I thought. Because the Containment Priest plus Felia is like a wombo combo. Since the token that comes back would get exiled. Mono white, huh? Mono white.
For fencer.
Let's grab a Dark Seal Citadel. Play the Cityscape Leveler. Get rid of Ophelia. Crew the Sky Sovereign. Attack with you. I think this game is over. The Sky Sovereign did so much work.
There is great power.
Attack all. Boom. Boom. I should have put the leveler on the Ranger Captain Bios, but I don't think it matters too much. Nice. Yeah, go again. Oh my god. This is so difficult. Getting a green source on turn 1. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, that's sick. That is sick. Okay, let's say I Kozilek command for 2. And I have 6 mana next turn. I guess it's not that good. I think we still do it anyways. I think we have to get rid of Ophelia. Because the reason being is it can like exile stuff. My god. My opponent popped off. Another Kozilek's command. Another Kozilek's command. Kozilek's command for 1. Get rid of an Oscillate Pride. Or Guide of Souls. Probably just get rid of Guide of Souls now, since it's dealing a lot of damage. Five, 6, 7. And we cast Cityscape Leveler. Or we could cast Emrakul. Let's go with the Cityscape Leveler. Alright, alright. Attack again. Ephemerate? Kind of annoying. Oh, we got a 6. Now we can cast Emrakul for 6. That's nice. A pretty good pickup. Emrakul! So they have a Ranger Captain Bios. Deals 3 damage to target blocking creature. So let's cast the Ranger Captain Bios. And let's decline. Let's attack with you. And block here. Nice. Wow. Emrakul is actually pretty cheap in this deck. That is a turn 2/1 ring. I like that. Insane. Insane. Is it actually Karn? What is this deck?
I will defend my allies are counting on me.
Maybe it's Karn. Because it could be an Omnitoll. I could just be wildly wrong, right? But yeah, I maybe it's wrong. Maybe I did the wrong thing here. We'll see. If it's an Orcish Bowmaster coming down, I guess I'll just crack this bauble. I guess I don't need to. They could still have like Flare Cultivation, things like that, so... Birthing Ritual. If you control a creature, look at the top 7. Then you may sacrifice a creature. You may, if you do, you may put a creature card. Do I have a Grafdigger's Cage? Oh, it's okay. So it's a Yawgmoth. It's a Yawg deck. It's a Yawg deck.
I will not lose another friend.
Am I supposed to do Disruptor Flute now? I mean, I already have a Karn again. Fine. We need to mill a cityscape leveler now. Or maybe an Emrakul. How much is an Emrakul right now? Only a sorcery.
I have let my friends down.
Marionette. Maybe I just like play this wrong, right? I played this wrong here. Wow. I think this is a big Kozilek turn. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, Bowmaster is gone. Someone's attacking me with everything. Endurance. Main deck endurance. Interesting. They also have a Bowmaster. They also had second Bowmaster. Pretty good. This is bizarre. So I think the problem, I think we could have definitely won this game, right? But the reason why we lost is because I didn't know what my opponent was playing. So I grabbed a Vexing Bubble, which was a terrible idea, apparently. Even though we had a really good start, I got a dead card. So we basically skipped a turn. So yeah, a lot of things went wrong here, which caused us to lose the game.
Must not be tolerated. Stand down.
I'm not even sure if this is actually enough. Wow, they have another marionette. That's so good. I'm pretty sure we're dead. We go back up to 15, but we're technically at 12 if they don't attack with the Shieldred. And they had another sacrifice card, so I think I'm dead 100%. Wow. Color me surprised. They were ready for the life gain. So I don't think they are a Yogg deck. We could have definitely won had we just played the game normally, but I thought it was something else. On turn 2, we would have grabbed the Sky Sovereign, and then they wouldn't have a board ever, right? So we can go Karn or One Ring. Let's go with One Ring. So they have an Endurance, which is a problem. So if we can get down this Emrakul early without them realizing that we have an Emrakul in hand, it'll be great. Okay. Here it is. If they realize that we have an Emrakul, that is a problem. But if we can get down Emrakul here, we are in a good spot. So we'll see. Boom. That is a pretty fast Emrakul. That is a pretty fast Emrakul. Opponent Court of Callings for 3. I mean, I've already casted my Emrakul here, so... into a Bowmaster. Okay, Emrakul comes down. We know opponent has an Endurance. They have a Reclamation Sage and Force of Vigor. So I guess let's evoke. And let's get rid of a Young Wolf. Put all the cards. I should have attacked first. What am I doing? I just lost life for no reason. Nice. Nice. Emrakul. So opponent's going first. I think I'm gonna keep this one. We can go Forest, Kami into Rumble, get an 8 mana card, and activate Ugin. Or not. Nice. We got one. So now, next turn, we can go one ring. Or we can even go Karn. Maybe we go Karn.
Our actions determine that you will not.
Into a Sky Sovereign. I've been really enjoying Sky Sovereign in the sideboard. It's been so good. I feel like we need Grafdigger's Cage. 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, they play Yawgmoth. Okay, that's definitely outside of my expectation. I think we lost because of that. Interesting. I did not think that they would play a Yawgmoth. I thought it was a completely different deck. Yeah, so that's the thing about, like, playing a deck that nobody is playing, right? You can really get people with that. Yeah, you can really get people with that. Darn, we can't... The thing is, because now we don't play Pitting Needle and instead we play a Disruptor Flute, that also messes us up as well. We can't just go Karn into a Pitting Needle here. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes.
There is great power in the things we make.
Yeah, I think we're a little bit late here. We weren't able to ramp because they brought a Thoughtseize in this matchup. What can we even get? Right? Like, what can we even get? Like, at this point, I feel like... Like, wouldn't Emrakul even save me? Wouldn't Emrakul even save me?
I will endure.
They went for a Court of Calling 1? They're trying to go for the combo here? Unless they have a Court of Calling in their hand right now, they're gonna die. Yeah, unless they have another Court of Calling right now, they're dead to their own combo. Because of the protection, they can't actually endurance me right now. Okay, so they have another Court of Calling. Okay, GG's, GG's. It was, I think Game 1, definitely I could have won if I knew what they were playing. And even in Game 2, the fact that Yawgmoth wasn't revealed was a shame too. Game 1 and 2, the fact that Yawgmoth didn't pop up once, maybe they're playing just as a one copy. That could be also it as well. Okay. Fast ramping. Brief is annoying, but it's not the end of the world. So I don't know if they have reanimate. I feel like if they had it, they would have used it. Malevolent Rumble. Yeah, Emrakul is in the graveyard with Shifting Woodland. That's kind of scary. Orcish Bowmaster, yup. Wow. You blessed person. Much blessed, much wow. They probably only had one copy of it too in their entire deck. Feels bad. We have 8 mana next turn. No way! It was a Charbelcher deck? Karn, one time. We got Bulgur Trollered. Okay, my opponent literally dodged the bullet. I can't believe opponent just dodged the bullet like that. I can't keep this one. Ooh. Feels bad. Feels real bad. Let's see my opponent having that same hand again, then I'll cry. If they have that same exact start, I'll be upset. Thank you. Karn. Land with Karn. Okay, literally none of that. Very sus. Okay, that's exactly what I want to see. So we're gonna draw into an Emrakul, and then they're gonna Thoughtseize, get rid of Emrakul, and then we're gonna Karn. Beautiful. Beautiful. There's that Bogart Trawler again. Super annoying. Whoa.
I battle for the forces of good. I will not.
Let us grab a Disruptor Flute. Goblin Charbelcher. Another trawler. So it wasn't just fluke. They play 4 copies of it, I think. Yeah, let's attack first to see what we grab. Or even grab at all.
Evil cannot withstand a righteous army.
Okay. So how does mono black like get around Disruptor Flute? And surely they don't just play black mana, right? Okay, fail the profane. Kind of annoying.
There are greater battles to fight. I have faced
Insane.
Oh, say hello to my little.
Okay. Let's do that again. Let's do that again. Do I want to change anything about the sideboard at all? I just feel like maybe like Stonebrain in instead of an Emrakul. Man, we've been mulliganing a lot. Not a big fan. Not a huge fan of this mulliganing business here. We've been mulliganing way too much. Okay, we'll go one ring. And then we'll play Karn. Let's go with the Karn.
I advise that
Uptick on the one ring.
you allow me to introduce you to a friend of mine.
Almost attack there.
You are acting unwisely.
The fact that they put the damage on the Karn probably means they don't have a Fel the Profane in their hand at the moment. Which is good. Or not.
There is always another fight.
Well, gotta draw now. Double Willmasters, Fel the Profane. They probably have Belcher in hand. Insane? Insane? Block you. Oh boy. Maybe I'm supposed to draw first and then exile Shieldred instead. Yeah, this is alarming. Draw. Okay, we have infinite mana. We just need to draw into something. Infinite mana, infinite chump blockers. Just gotta draw into a Karn or something like that. Right on. Block you. Okay.
I will fight you. I am not frightened by you.
Let's go Warm Coil Engine. Warm Coil Engine. And pass. But now they have to kill the Karn if they want to combo with the Charbelcher. Opponent goes face. Block, block, block. The suspense is killing me. They went for a Dark Ritual. During combat, Dark Ritual. Into Fel the Profane. Okay. Oh man. Into March for 1. So that we can't grab a card from the sideboard. Alright. Let's
Awaken.
attack. And play another One Ring. We got infinite mana. 10 mana. Block you here. Wow. Wow. Turn to 6. Pretty nice. Mountain. Mountain. You know what that means? Grab another forest. I should have actually grabbed, whatchamacallit. I should have grabbed the waste because of Kami here. Seems like they have a lightning bolt, and they're very sad that it can't actually deal with 6. We're already at 5 mana. Double lightning bolt. They're gonna be so sad seeing another 6 here. Oh. I still think it's 6. Yeah, I still think it's 6. My opponent's so sad right now. My opponent is so sad right now. Literally getting rolled by 1 card. Literally getting rolled by 1 card. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Layer of cultivation. Shifting woodland. I think this game is over. I think the game is over. Is it Karn or One Ring? It's probably One Ring, right? Opponent gets 7 mana. Opponent gets 7 mana. Lightning Bolt. We're gonna see double Lightning Bolt here. Oh, I tapped wrong. I don't have another green source to activate the shifting woodland here. Hey, it's another 6. Well, we can animate the Emrakul next turn, so... that should be game. Okay, so let's tap it right this time. Attack. Nice. So they're gonna bring some... they're probably gonna bring some, graveyard hate. Probably. It's just so sick. 6 is sick. 6 is sick. I wonder if I should actually sacrifice this. Ah, fine. So I can play my 6 out here, which is probably going to get countered. It didn't, to my surprise. To my surprise. Okay, it's still going, apparently. No shot, you're playing that in show and tell meta. Wow. I refuse to believe it. So if I get rid of a artifact, so what are we missing? Do we have any defense grid? Oh, that would be so sick, but I don't think we do.
Let us begin. I will not lose another friend.
We don't even have a hearse. Let's actually grab a Winter Moon. Since they only have one basic. Excellent.
Some solutions must be built.
I hate the fact that they just played an invert polarity, though. Like, that is not acceptable. That is not cool at all. I think the plan here is to win with Phyrexian Scrapyard. Because if opponents, you know, holding on to these, like, invert polarity, it's probably just, yeah.
Stand down.
Yeah, that really sucks that they play something like that. That is not cool. So we have to, like, resort to playing garbage ourselves. I could do this now, but they have Tishana's Tidebinder. Snapcaster Mage. Oh, they get rid of that instead. Makes sense.
Farewell, and thank you for the lesson.
Stone of Eric. I mean, they have to do it now, right? Well, now that the Snapcaster Mage is out of the way, I am going to cast my Emrakul here. They have another one. So lucky. So lucky. So Tishana, 5 damage to target creature. 2 to sacrifice to draw a card. I think we should just Tishana. And then Flame of Anor the Tishana. Okay. What a turn. Then we get to play Emrakul again. Very nice. Okay, I played ton of games today with this deck. This is not my deck. I actually had a pretty bad land base, which I didn't realize at first until I actually played the game. And because of that, I lost a lot at the start since a lot of my green mana were coming in tapped. So the things that have changed, we have a copy of Cavern Souls. Not too necessary. You can probably just play another forest if you wanted to, or a copy of Shifting Woodland. This way, if you ever get Cavern of Souls late, your Emrakuls become uncounterable. If you draw it early, you can just use it to name spirits or sloth, for example. With that, we have 11 copies of untapped land, which is going to be important for these creatures. And after I made that change, we went 5-1. But luckily, I actually didn't run into a single Boros energy deck after I made the change. But I think the Boros energy matchup is going to be slightly unfavored. But honestly, like, if you can get the nut draws with this deck, you just win. So a couple things I liked. We are playing 4 copies of Malevolent Rumble. This is a card that I played last time in my last video. I was pleasantly surprised how good this card is, especially with the Shifting Woodland. The only reason why we're playing 3 copies of Shifting Woodland is because I want at least 11 copies of Green Source that's coming in untapped on turn 1. Because we are playing 2 copies of Snow-Covered Waste, and that's due to the fact that we are playing Flare-Up Cultivation, which can get the 2 Wasteland, and we're also playing 4 copies of Kozilek's Command. This card requires 2 colorless mana, right? Because of that, we have to play 2 copies of Snow-Covered Waste, and we have to play 4 copies of Ugin's Labyrinth, and we have to play 2 copies of Phyrexian Scrapyard at the very least if you want to play out your Emrakul reliably in early turns. So that leaves with 11 copies of Untapped Forest to consistently land Arboreal Grazer and Kami of Bamboo on turn 1, which only leaves 3 copies of Shifting Woodland. You could also just cut a copy of the Cavern of Souls and then go up to 4th copy of Shifting Woodland. But with the Rumble plus 6, I didn't really have any trouble finding a copy of Shifting Woodland. So that's going to be entirely up to you if you want to play a 4th copy of it. And also, Kozilek's Command. This card came in handy multiple times, ramping us into our Emrakul, especially if opponent had just way too many graveyard hates. Couple things to say about Emrakul. A lot of times, when Emrakul did come down, especially against Boros Energy, I lost. Even though I get an extra turn of opponent's hand, unless opponent has bunch of removal spells in hand, which is not really gonna be the case, right? Especially like game 2 and 3, they're gonna sideboard out a lot of their removal spell. So even though Emrakul does come down and you can make opponent attack into your Emrakul, if opponent has just too big of a size of a board, you're just gonna die. Unless you can get like literally the nuts, like, I don't know, like Forest into a Grazer into Ugin's Labyrinth, exiling one of your Cityscape Leveler or Emrakul, and then turn 2 you play Karn into like grabbing a Sky Sovereign, and then play this out on turn 3. Like, unless you do that, Boros Energy is a really hard matchup. I've also thought about like potentially playing an Ugin in this deck. That's also kind of sick. I've also tried the other Emrakul in this deck. The problem with the other Emrakul is it's too hard. It's too hard to cast with the Flare of Cultivation in the deck. This is definitely a card to consider, even though you play a lot of Forest. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.